So I hear that you have an event coming up, and in that event, you need to stand in front of so many people to say your thing. And you've not started practicing these tips. Well, you are in for a long thing. Story time. I was not always this bold. I was not always this confident in front of camera. While growing up, I was more like the introverted type, the extremely introverted type. People will always call me so quiet. People will always call me slow poison because they believe that people that were quiet had this, devilish mindset behind. So that will show you the level of introvertedness I had then. But over time, I started building this confidence because I didn't even like the fact that people always call me and tag me this kind of name. People just say that I don't even have a word of my own. They've never heard me speak before. Do I actually speak? Some people were even thinking I was dumb to some extent. This thing started creeping in, and I was feeling so uncomfortable. I had to work on myself and then learn the tips in order to be a confident person. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you the 5 qualities of a highly confident person. So even if you have an event coming up and you want to speak to 1,000 people, but you don't have that confidence, you can begin now to practice these tips. And I bet you, because it worked for me, it can also work for you as well. So let's jump right into it. The first is self-assurance. Now, if you want to start being confident, you should work on yourself, as that's what they normally say. But in working in yourself, what do you have to do? You have to have the trust in yourself, trust your abilities, trust your strength, trust what you can bring to the table. Now, many times you might feel like it's the first time doing this thing, like you have not encountered this particular challenge before. But can you do me a favor to trust that you can do it? You see many people online doing things that you wish you can do. How do you think they suddenly develop this? Some people are not really born confident. The top creators that you see online that are performing good and performing well, we're not really born confidence. If you have it as a gift, that's on you, that's your grace. But those people that are not born confident still have to do their shit. How can you now grow and become confident? First thing is to trust in your abilities. So even if that task is seeming like it's impossible, it's so hard, just believe that you can do it. And how can you do it? You can start doing it by taking little steps, baby steps in achieving that goal. So let's say it will take you a span of 3 months to get acquainted to a course or a topic that you are feeling like it's so hard. You can start today rather than procrastinating to the next day, that you would give at least 1 hour or 30 minutes of your day to solving that task. So before it gets to the span of 3 months, you're already a master at it. Like they say, consistency is key. If you are always practicing, say you have stage fright and you are not really comfortable in speaking to 1,000 people or a crowd of people, you can start little by little. You can call your friends together and say, I have this presentation to make. Can you just listen to me? Practice it every day, practice it consistently, and then before you know it, you can gather even more people in your clique and then speak to them. With second tip is focus on your strengths and then have positive self-talk. Please focus on your strengths, focus on the things that you can do. Let's say you are comfortable speaking on camera, yes, and you have the option of speaking on camera or then talking to persons live in live video. So what you can do, if you know that's your strength, you can just maybe do a Zoom call meeting or a Google Meet and then speak to your crowd. You are looking at them in the screen and they're staring at you. So that's your strength. But even if you don't want to go as far as speaking to people in physical, what you can now do to yourself is to encourage yourself. So this kind of thing whereby you have a presentation to make and they are announcing your presence, like, oh, let's please welcome Miss Priscilla coming to the stage. What you can just do at that moment is to encourage yourself and give yourself this prep talk that even if you are not comfortable in doing this, even if you've not done this kind of thing before, you can do this. See, there is much power in affirmation that people don't know. You can do this. I am doing this right now. I was never this confident before. Last year, I really, really was afraid to speak in the camera. If you even look at my gallery, you hardly see a picture of me. Do you know why? Because I was afraid of the camera. But now look at me, I'm doing this because I was able to give myself this positive self-talk. I was able to encourage myself, this prep talk. Now, what will happen in the flip side is that your mind keeps bringing up things that can make you fail. Like your mind keeps telling you that, oh, this is something dangerous, this is something terrifying. Are you sure you can do this? Are you sure the last time you did it you failed? How are you sure you're going to do this again and you get it better? That's something you need to avoid by all costs. That there's no even way in that. There is no gain in that. What would you gain by beating yourself down and then still flopping in the goal, especially when the goal has to do with a level that can bring you higher than your current level? So now the third is the body language. If you notice a highly confident person, when you are in a room and then somebody walks into a room and suddenly people are now turning their heads to look at that person, what do you notice? You see this, that posture. The posture just gives one kind of vibe that even if many people are there, even if I'm in the crowd of shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. That's the kind of vibe it gives. And what you need to practice now is your body language. How do you make eye contact when you speak to people? Do you really look at them in their eyes? Do you look down? Do you look, do you shift your gaze in different places that you're not supposed to? When you are talking to somebody, what you need to do to maintain a good body language is to first look at the person. It communicates that you are interested in the conversation and what you are saying is actually serious. So you don't want to fret at any little communication, even if you're chiking a girl and the person looks so goddamn beautiful. Give this eye posture, like this eye contact directly. That girl, even if she's feeling like she's a baddie, she has so much shakara, I bet you when she gets home, when she gets reminded of you, she'll be like, this guy is really, really confident to still look me in the eye, even upon my packaging. Hey, he still look me in the eye and say what he wanted to say. So eye contact is a very useful technique. Now, the other one is to maintain good posture when you are in public places, or even can start practicing it at home. But especially when you're in a meeting, a public gathering, you need to sit up well. You need to put your back straight. It should be in a plain state. Don't slouch back, even when you're walking. Don't walk like you are not. You don't want people to see you. That does not just give a good vibe. Your dressing can be top notch. Your perfume can be very good. Your looks can be very good. But when you are having this poor body posture, where you're not standing the way you should, or walking the way you should, or sitting the way you should, it just gives the vibe that that's just package. You're just packaging and you are not really that person you want to be or you claim to be. Do you get me? Now, the fourth one is decisiveness. Another story time. There was a time I went to the market. I was trying to shop for my December clothes by myself though. So I was trying to shop my December clothes and then I walked into a store and I saw this beautiful jumpsuit. The jumpsuit was in tiger print and I loved the jumpsuit, but it was so hard for me to decide. I was like, no, let me go to the other shop. I think I saw something more better there. And I went to the other shop, and when I got to the other shop, I saw the dress in the full form and I didn't like it. But I now went back to the other shop and I told them, okay, let me see the tiger print. But before then, they were persuading me that I should take that tiger print because it will look good on me. Like, that's exactly my shape and the size, and it fits my color, my skin tone. But I was saying, no, 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 no. I saw something else in another shop. Let me go there. I was not decisive enough. So when I came back to the tiger print shop, they were angry. They said that they would not sell at the same price that they told me earlier. So they told me a price. And then when I came back, few minutes after I left, because I was not decisive enough, and all that persuasion was just in vain, they became angry. They were like, if I really want to get the clothes, I have to top it up with money. And I was not pleased with it, but I still had to get the clothes even with the extra cost. So when I got home, it really dawned on me that I've not really been confident as I should, and I should have making decisions appropriately. The thing is, when you want to make these decisions, it's good for you to think well about the decision, but a confident person makes decisions quickly and then stick to the decision. So what I would have done in that case was that I saw that the clothes was perfect on me. I mean, I tested the clothes out and it was looking so good on me, and people have been telling me that it looks good on me. The mirror was reflecting that it looked good on me. What I would have done then is just to pay for the clothes immediately rather than thinking of saying, let me just see this other one too will be good. Like, I was just going over the place, and at the end of the day, I got the same tiger print dress with a higher cost, with an extra cost, and it didn't really favor me because I had to pay more for my indecisiveness. So you see what I'm saying? Highly confident people have this ability to make strong decisions quickly and then stand by their decisions at all times. The fifth trait of a highly confident person is being unafraid to be themselves. There is no pretense here. You be yourself the way you are. You bring in your own vibe. You bring in the thing that makes you unique. Now, being yourself does not mean you should say, your negative flaws and your negative characters is what makes you you, and you cannot change for anybody, because I know many people do this and it is 100% wrong. That is what I am talking about in this topic. So being yourself is being unafraid to say your yes and your no. So if something doesn't sit well with you, you can easily and comfortably say that you don't like this thing that is happening. That can the person really change the whole thing so that it will favor you as well? So you are unapologetically being yourself without any pretense. Be real. Be real. People like being around real people. If you have an experience that you want to share, please share it without any pretense. Don't come and form that you are something. You are Dangote, your parents are rich, you're this, but you are not really that. Do you understand? So be real among people and then bring out your light. Let your light will shine just the way you are naturally. So if you've gotten a thing or two from this video, as usual, I would like that you leave a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not, leave a comment. Very important. You can share other traits of a highly confident person. I mean, you can also share a trait that you have as being a confident person in the comment section. Share this video as well to your loved ones, to your friends, and to that person that you hope that he will start being confident today. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.